think it's Dzień dobry, good morning, and welcome. Thank you very much for the opportunity. Look, for me, this is the second time being with Integral Solution at the Data Talk event. Last year, it was November, and I must admit, the time, the weather right now, end of September, is just simply perfect. I'm based in Dubai. I'm covering the emerging markets. For us, that means, Central Eastern Europe, Middle East, and Africa. And I'm very happy to say that we have from Informatica in the room today, Asen Gusen, who is our Vice President for Channel Sales and Strategic Alliances for EMEA and Latin America. We then also have Islam Zaidan, who is our business lead for Central Eastern Europe. We have received some support from Robert Milczynski, who is actually standing at the door, our head of marketing. And then you've seen already, the presentation, the attendance from Alvaro Galan, who is standing also next to the door, who is our MDM segment leader for Central Eastern Europe. Let me see. Okay, so Informatica, we are playing in the middle of digital transformation. So there is no digital transformation without data, without enterprise data management. And we consider digital transformation actually to be three simultaneous transformation, which means talking about business transformation, talking about technology transformation, and we're talking about the people transformation. And if you look today into your own enterprise, into your own companies, all of a sudden we see literally every company having a CDO. Companies are talking very confidently about data stewards, data scientists, data analysts, something which is relatively new to the industry in general, right? Now, when we talk about the journey of digital transformation, we actually started seeing maybe 10, 12 years ago the digital transformation with a full-blown application modernization approach. So customers started looking into new CRM, optimized CRM solutions, new HCM solutions, and it was really the beginning of the digital transformation. And then 5, 6 years ago, 7 years ago, we've seen the digital transformation 2.0 starting, which was all about infrastructure. So we've seen the Microsoft Azures, the GCPs, the AWS hyperscalers starting to offer the cloud enablement. And this journey is still absolutely going on. If I'm looking at the evolution now in the Polish market, the most recent announcement about public clouds being available, multi-cloud being available, I think this is just the proof it's still ongoing. Now, where we expect the real growth of value creation happening is phase 3, so digital transformation 3.0, which is just about to start. Everybody's already talking about AI. This is now the AI-fueled transformation. And I think it is becoming clearer and clearer. There is no AI without trusted data. And I remember a statement because I started my sales career in CRM. We always used the term garbage in, garbage out. So if you don't ensure that your sellers put in the transformation, when we started about application modernization, if you don't ensure that your sellers put the right data into CRM, and there is only garbage in, you cannot expect anything but garbage out, from that kind of modernization. And that is still the same case now, today, when we're talking about the AI-fueled transformation. Now, what enterprises need in order to succeed with this third wave of the digital transformation are actually three things. We're talking about the requirement of having holistic data. We're talking about really the necessity of having a high data quality in place. And then we're talking about the third requirement is really you need to be able to govern your data. And the reason for this governance requirement is very simple, because AI, with AI and with this data AI infused transformation, what you want to reach is you want to reach as many users in your enterprise as possible. And that means you need to really democratize the data. But you cannot democratize data if you don't have the right policies in place, if you don't have the right security in place, because you cannot grant full access to all your data to everybody in the enterprise. That would simply not be possible from a data protection, from a data security standpoint. And if you look at this, this is the area where we talk about data management for AI. And this is why you've seen this, this logo where data and AI comes to life. And this is exactly what Informatica stands for. This is where we are investing, and this is where we continue to invest. Now, talking a bit about Informatica and how we move forward and what our two strategic pillars are, and how we continue to focus on our journey in the next couple of 5-6 years, moving within this AI fuel transformation. We're talking about innovation, we're talking about our customers, so customer centricity. If we look into innovation, this is an old slide. This is a slide which actually laid the foundation for today's IDMC, so our Informatica Intelligent Data Management Platform. In 2016, this slide has been presented at our Informatica World Tour in Las Vegas. That was a time where nobody spoke about cloud. It was all about big data. Now, in 2017, we announced EDC. In 2018, we launched data governance. And this is right now the Intelligent Data Management Platform. And this platform is actually really the industry-leading AI-powered system of record for metadata. Because you cannot talk about a system of record for data, because in today's world, the data are all over in a multi-hybrid cloud environment. So you can only have the system of record for metadata. And we can talk about this definitely in more detail in the following sessions. This system is open, it's modular, it's API powered. The API connectivity is extremely relevant, and you will see it later on, because we are literally now able to plug in and to industrialize, IDMC for whatever next wave is coming. And one wave which I personally see coming, especially also for this market, is the topic of sustainability and ESG. I'm coming to that in a second. Informatica supports multi and hybrid cloud. So it's not only one cloud you can support, because from a neutrality standpoint, Informatica supports all 4 hyperscalers. And I'm super happy to see that, we have Microsoft today here with us. We have Google, GCP to be precise, here with us. We work with AWS. And it's, for me, very important to say, we see hyperscalers be strong in one market, but in another market, they are not yet really that strong. But if we look at our region, a good example is the African market. We had Microsoft being in the front runner position, and now it's literally half-half Microsoft and AWS. Right? We have other regions where GCP, Google, will be in the lead without doubt. And I think this is for now really then the future also moving forward in the Kingdom of Saudi Arabia. And I think here it's very clear. If we now look, and this is something which personally really is exciting for me. In 2016, when we launched this intelligent data platform, we had 200 million, so 0.2 trillion transactions per month in the cloud. And as per June 2023, we're talking about 61 trillion transactions in the cloud per month. And that means actually the following. That means that this is an enterprise-grade, enterprise-ready, scalable solution. And I remember last year, November, I had that slide where we announced 41 trillion transactions per month. And I said, this number will double every 12 to 18 months. And now you can actually see it's really happening. For me, this is a personal kind of experience to also see this, that this is not just marketing, it's really what happens. Now, moving forward, 2023, we just announced, data quality, and we added observability, which helps you to monitor the overall health of your data and the completeness of your data. And there will be a breakout session where we will go more into details. Pavel will run this. And then we also added the engineering part for data integration, which is managed through IDC-E, which is integration Informatica Data Cloud Elastic, to allow you to manage cloud data warehouse, cloud data lake workloads even better. Last year, we started to industrialize with out-of-the-box accelerators, IDMC, to make it easier and faster to start deploying IDMC in the various, let's say, industries. And this year, we added, out-of-the-box sustainability ESG accelerators. Now, this is for me also a very interesting topic. We've been just invited to the United Nations Data Summit last 2 weeks ago in Vienna as Informatica. And we will be part of the global United Nations sustainability event, which is hosted this year in 2023 in November in Dubai. And that actually shows you a couple of things, right? So this COP28 is called in Dubai. The chairman of COP28 is actually the CEO of ADNOC. That's one of the 10 largest oil producing companies worldwide. And it already shows you a bit of friction. Now you have a chairman for a sustainability event from an oil and gas company being the CEO of an oil and gas company. So very interesting to see, and we expect a lot of announcement coming out of COP28 also for our region in the Middle East. Now, moving forward with innovation. In Q3, just a month ago, we finalized the acquisition of Privata. And you remember, it all makes sense, right? I spoke about data democratization and the requirements to give as much access to as many users in your enterprise as possible. And Privata is, for us now, making this happen. So Privata is literally providing the data security, the data profiles to ensure that you govern the access to as many users as possible. We see now Privata really already being fully engaged as part of Informatica. So Privata was part of our Informatica World Tour in London last week. We will have them also speaking at our event in Dubai on October 10th. So this is something I'm personally very, very excited about. Now, we do understand that many of our customers are still running data workload on-premise. While we are talking today about IDMC, many of our customers are still using Power Center. Now, we have already transformed and migrated over 300 customers globally from Power Center to IDMC, and we are absolutely here to support whoever customer wants to follow this journey on the migration requirements. And the important thing for us is that it's not an easy task. For sure not, right? You have an ETL solution which is running since 10, 15 years, perfectly fine, highly complex. Migrating this to the cloud requires skills. And that is why I'm super happy to say that Integral Solution is already an authorized partner of Informatica for this kind of journey, which gives you the confidence to be in good hands with Integral Solution when it comes to this kind of starting a journey from migrating on-premise workload to the cloud. Now, we also announced, in order to make this migration easier and faster and more flexible, we also announced Power Center Cloud Edition. And this Power Center Cloud Edition actually comes in 2 flavors. On the one hand, so number 1, CDI for Power Center, we offer you a cloudification of Power Center. What I mean by that is Power Center will stay. There is no lift of Power Center. But Power Center now will be managed centrally as the control plane through IDMC, so from the cloud. There will be no more upgrades. Informatica will provide continuously updates of Power Center, and no more renewals required and needed. That's the cloudification part. Number two, the Power Center to cloud, so to IDMC migration, has been made more simple. Because in the past, when we started this journey, when we started talking about this Power Center to IDMC migration, the requirement has been that Informatica, the Tiger teams, had to do the assessment in order to give an overview about the workload requirements on what is needed in order to transform, to migrate. And this assessment tool has now been given into the hands of our partners. And if certain customers feel equipped to do it, also to our customers, it then gives you, as soon as the assessment has been done, it then gives you the ability to migrate, so transform, and also we incorporate testing facilities into this version. Now, we all talk about AI. So in 2017, Informatica launched our own AI and machine learning engine as part of IDMC. This engine runs under the hood of IDMC, and it was just helping to optimize and to modernize and to speed up, accelerate the usage with the high volume of data. Now this year we announced, and I like to call them two sisters of Clear, which is around generative AI, right? So on the one hand, we announced Clear Copilot, which is available today as part of IDMC. It runs in parallel to your IDMC instances. It helps you to continue optimize and suggest improvements. And then we also added Clear GPT. Now, Clear GPT is expected to be G8 next year, but we are running already since, I think since May, private previews for customers who are interested in that. So that's why I added a QR code. We can definitely share it afterwards again. So if you want to scan that, that's the ability to join this private preview. And for sure, it will be accompanied by Integral solution in case you're interested and keen to better understand what this chat ability can do for you and how it can improve the usability of IDMC for several users to make life much simpler. Now, for us as Informatica, a partner network is of extreme importance. Why? Because we need to guarantee and we need to make sure that our customers have access to as many partners they need with the right certification and the right skills of Informatica. And if you look at digital transformation, it is clear, right? It's a highly consultative-based journey you are entering. And this is why for us, working with, GSIs like Accenture, like Deloitte, like PwC is extremely important. Now you might realize there is no PwC on that slide, and the only reason is that PwC is the auditor of one of our largest shareholders, and that's why I can't put the name or the logo on the slide. We are very closely aligned with our hyperscalers on a global level as well as regionally, and I think the proof here is very clear. Microsoft is here today, you have Google here today, and you also have Snowflake here today. So it's not just a message from a global standpoint, it is really something we are living from a Informatica Central Eastern European standpoint together with our partner Integral Solution. We have a very strong network of partners. I think it's fair to say that Informatica Emerging Markets, we probably have the highest density of platinum partners. But you don't have to bother about that because we have Integral Solutions for the Polish market and the surrounding markets like Czech Republic also being a platinum partner. Why does it mean for you? What does it mean for you that Integral Solutions is a platinum partner? It gives you the assurance that they have the highest level of certifications available today. And that's the key message. Now, last pillar, customer centricity. And I think I'm perfectly in time. you know, industry-wide, across industry, over 5,000 customers, 85 customers out of the Fortune 100, shows you also the scalability. And now, just a few slides, and you might not be able to read it, but the message is very clear, right? We are not only a leader in a Gartner quadrant, we are always the leader. And this is not something which just happens now in 2023 or in 2022. There are Gartner quadrants where we are leaders since 8 years or 9 years. And that is also true for Forrester Waves, where we are always in the top. And what I really like is, because this gives you even more insight, the IDC market share analysis, where you can see, you know, in the different segments, how Informatica from a market share is positioned. And for me, this is really a very, very exciting, you know, information. Now, software is a tough business, right? So, I mean, a year has 365 days, 360 days, everything is sunny and everything is nice, but in 5 days, things can really go to hell. And this is where you need to prove that you're really customer focused and that you have the customer centricity. We are ranked now since the last 2 years as #1 by one of the toughest rating agency, J.D. Powers, when it comes to technical support and to customer loyalty. So this is something just important per se. Now, everybody talks about AI. We spoke already a lot about AI. You will talk more about AI today. So the question you can ask yourself is, how ready are your data for AI? I leave you with that. So I think I mentioned the different Informatica colleagues. I will stay here the whole day. If you're interested to go a little bit more into certain topics like sustainability, like ESG, what it means, accelerators, how we plug in rating agencies, how we look at you know, the measurement of your supply chain, and I'm pretty sure that this all will become very relevant very soon. So thank you for the opportunity. Thank you.